Hi, this is János, it's Reword Audio, and I have noticed that I'm getting two types of comments from from you, dear viewers. One type of comment is from people who don't pay attention, and the other type from people who pay attention. And I would say is that those comments who don't pay attention is like stuff that I already posted sometimes like a dozen times, and I'm getting, János, what's your idea about this and that? And then I would really want to say that, hey, I have like half a dozen videos on it already. Just watch my videos. If I keep on answering these comments, it's like taking away time from me making new videos and sharing more. But anyway, I don't mind it really. I just ask away. I'm not getting mad if you are asking something that I already talked about like 10 times. If you are curious, interested, good to ask. Um, However, there's the other type of questions. The one that Thiago asked is that of people who've been here on the channel and they are really listening to what I'm saying, not just like maybe put it in autoplay and something whatever. And why I am focusing on Thiago's question is because he's been here with me on the channel since the beginning when I started my channel, and he's not just a passive listener, but he went ahead and he modified his speakers based on my advice, and he also got into amplifier building. So he started building kit amplifiers, and he's getting into it more and more, and actually he's asking really good questions. So for the LePetit project, he is the one who asked the number one question, which I think is the most important question anyone ever asked about the LePetit project. And here it goes. Hi János, you mentioned in past videos the advantages of slotted ports. Any reasons why you are not recommending them for these build suggestions? And that was his comments on the video for when I'm saying the LePetit and the La Gorda with FF125. So that's the video. So he commented on that because I gave for both of these ideas just ports as suggestions. So he is saying any specific reasons why you are not recommending slot ports for these build suggestions. And yes, I have a very, very sad specific reason why I'm not recommending it, is because from the comments and feedback I'm getting for those of you who wanting to build the LePetit, is that there's an absolute flat out refusal to use slotted ports. So, and I've even though so let's just go into this thing. So basically, I do not recommend using these regular 2 ports. Never. I will die before I build a loudspeaker with 2 ports. Not in my lifetime, ever. I'm not touching that ever, okay? And that's for those of you who don't listen. And Nelly is laughing. what is he on about? Sometimes she's just walking around when I'm doing these videos and cracking up. This is one of those moments. So anyway, so far I haven't found a useful means to transmit to most of you the utmost absolute importance of abandoning slotted ports. Don't even, no, flat out no. The people are just doing that because all the mainstream is doing that. But we forget that the mainstream companies, even like $50,000 speakers, the only single reason they are doing it is because they all failed their audio history class, and that the only reason of doing those those plastic poop holes on your speakers is because it's cheap, cheap, and you just stick that plastic shit hole in the back of your speaker or the front or bottom, and you are done with it. But no, avoid that. Put a slot. That's how they were originally invented. That's how all those speakers that are just completely inaccessible to people because they are the stuff of the legend. Look at the Onken cabinets, and look at so those stuff. It's like kind of like people. Oh, I just even just dream about listening to one of them. I can't even find them. But when you build your own, you have this tremendous advantage that loudspeaker manufacturers don't provide it to you, because it would cost maybe like $20 more to build that bloody loudspeaker, to make it with a slot port instead of a poop hole. And there's just a flat out refusal to do it. But if you build it, please build it with fucking port, I mean slot port. I'm just using bloody language because I'm just so bloody upset about this whole. It doesn't fit in my head that most people are just don't want to use the biggest advantage that you can be given for a home-based loudspeaker design. No, forget those poop hole ports. Never ever. And those are one of those decisions that when you build your loudspeakers, is just you chuck it and you never ever look back, because it's such a compromise. So Thiago, that's my response. That's why I gave these two cabinet suggestions with those farters, because that's what people are willing to listen to. But you are totally right. I would not call them real world audio loudspeaker, neither of them, because of those farters. So that was my reason, because people are comfortable with that. That's what they will be doing. And what I can say is that build it like that, and then build it with the slotted port, and then you will see that, okay, you'll never go back. And if you think that I'm just talking blah blah nonsense, look at the Ryan bookshelf speaker, the 610 Ryan 610. And this is a good example. I'm going to show you guys a very good example. As you know, the original version of the 610 bookshelf came out with a regular port. Where it is? And I'm just looking up the here we go. I'm showing it to you guys. Here is the original version, the Ryan 610, and where is? Oh, here's the back side. You see? No, you don't see, because it's changing. So I have to wait until the picture goes to the back side. Wait for it. Wait. Oh, there it is. You see? There's the port in the back, the farter. Now, look. This is where they start, because every company is doing like that. But when you look at the newer series, the S610, check out what they did. You see? Slotted port. So it's happening for mainstream speaker designers who care about sound. And yeah, so if they are going that way, what is preventing you, who have absolute freedom for building of using a slot port. Nothing is just your own laziness and the inability to, I don't know, inability to, I don't know, do what. And what is that reluctance against slot ports? I cannot fathom it. I'm just really blowing a gasket or two or three here because of this craziness, of this flat out refusal from the entire audio community of building a slotted board. What's going on? I don't know. So Thiago, that was the reason why I gave the poop hole build, because people are comfortable with that. Would I build that? No, fucking no, never. This before I build one with a pooper. So slot port only. So for I hope maybe the message goes through this video. Does it go through for most of you? I think Thiago, he got it. He already had the message before I made this video, and that's why he was like, "Janusz, what's going with you? Why are you recommending this shit? Because it's shit." Yeah. So I hope that's my short and my long response. This was just a goofy video, but I hope all of those of you who want to build cabinets with bus reflex design, forget the ports, those farters. Build slotted ports. And please do not force me ever to give you guys farther port recommendations for any build, because these were the last ones that I gave. And thank you, Thiago, for giving me a wake-up call. It's not to half-ass my recommendations and to give you guys shit recommendations because you're lazy to listen to good advice. So I'm done with that stuff. So from now on, I'm just going to give you recommendations for builds that I would myself build, and if you are lazy enough or you don't want to listen to it, then you are free to build whatever you want, to pick any other design you want. I won't be scolding any one of you anymore. It's your choice, your life, your resources, your time to waste, and you will be gaining experience. And if you are gaining bad experiences, that's still an experience. My preference for you is to provide you with experiences that you can build upon, that will be smiling, pleasant, good experience that propels you along the way, and not experiences that keep you in the bog. So yeah, it's up to you, all of you, to what kind of ports you want to build or where you want to go. And thank you, Thiago, for helping me to really keep my recommendations on point, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. Thank you. Bye bye.